Hi, Kris LeSueur. Welcome to episode 2 of the Preferred Experience podcast. I'm here with Sue French today, and she's been with us at CrossFit Preferred, training with us for 2.5 years now, and it's a fun journey. What brought you here?
Well, it was my doctor who told me I needed to literally go to CrossFit. And because I'm a runner, I've been running for about 30 years. As I was getting older, my muscle mass was starting to break down and I was starting to have some lower back issues. Went to my doctor and he told me I needed to start building muscle and to hold my skeleton together. And he literally said, you need to join CrossFit, which I told him he was crazy, that I was too old and that I was going to hurt myself. And he said, no, you need to start lifting weights.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's been your experience with that so far?
So I was really scared at first. I was telling Kris that I live right by here. I walked by here for 5 years, looking in the window, thinking they were all crazy. And then he had a sign out front saying $49 for a month to try it out. And I thought, well, I have nothing to lose, that I would come in and try it out and see what it was like. And it's been overwhelming in many, many ways, the improvement that I've made. It's improved my running, actually, too. I started placing in my races, which is pretty wonderful. Even though I'm getting older, that was a really nice thing to have happen after so many years. And then just recently, 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with osteopenia, which is right before osteoporosis. Which is a low bone density. So I went on medication, and then 2 years ago they told me that I was 2/10 away from actually being in osteoporosis. So I've been coming here for 2.5 years. Last week I went and had a new bone scan, and I've actually grown bone in all areas, and especially in my lumbar spine.
That's huge.
It's tremendous. After 10 years of declining, I'm actually have reversed it, and we're going the other way.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
My mom has been going through the same thing for a while. After having breast cancer, she started, I think a lot of the things she was doing caused her bone density to go down too.
Well, and I'd have to attribute it to lifting the weights and trying to lift as heavy as I can lift, which I know isn't that heavy, but I try my best to lift as heavy as I possibly can. And also my nutrition. When I was running for the last 30 years, I never changed my diet. I maintained my weight and I ran, and I thought I was doing everything I could for my body to stay healthy. But going to the nutrition challenges here at the gym has taught me that I really need to eat more, and I think that has definitely helped my bone density. Plus, I also take collagen, and I've been doing that for a year, protein collagen, and I think that has attributed. So I have those 3 things. I'm not going to quit any of them because I need to continue to grow bone.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're getting stronger all the time.
I think I am.
There's PRs like all the time.
There's PRs all the time.
With your races, with the workouts, all that kind of stuff.
But one of the things I know I was pretty intimidated. You know, I am 62. I am the oldest person in the gym.
She's awesome.
And so I am not competing, but I'm working out with people who could be almost 40 years younger than me. And I have learned that I don't need to keep up with everybody else. It's my workout, it's my hour, and I'm just competing against myself.
Yep. I think if we focus on that, I think that's the best way, for sure. Lately, Tirsa's been killing me in the gym. And it's hard to not compare sometimes.
Definitely.
And it takes a lot for me to say this, especially on camera.
Yes.
But, I've really had to start taking a step back and focusing on doing the best I can do and not worrying about keeping up with her or with anybody else in the gym. And
right.
There's a quote I heard a long time ago that says, comparing is wearing. You know?
Absolutely.
And
I believe that. The only people I compare myself to is when I run to people my age.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it's fun to do that.
Yep, that's my group.
And in the gym, we all have people that we kind of compete with. You know,
Absolutely.
I have a couple.
Absolutely.
I won't say who they are.
But also, everybody here is so kind because they cheer me on, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
I love coming to the gym.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have my group I normally train with early in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and they definitely push me, and I feel that support from them. Like even
Absolutely.
if I'm not doing as well as I used to or as well as I want to, they're still pushing me and cheering me on. So.
Well, it is funny because most times I'm the last one done, so I always have a cheering squad.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is done.
That's awesome. I feel the same way sometimes. That's awesome. So, what did you do for a workout today?
I have a race next weekend, so I did my 3-mile run.
That's
this
cool.
morning.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Did
just-
the same. Did a run this morning.
Felt great.
So.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful out.
We have a good amount of runners here at CrossFit Preferred, and we all love doing the workouts, and then we love doing our races, and I think it's a great combo.
Absolutely.
Works really well.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Was there anything when you first started here that like kind of scared you off? You said you walked by for a while.
I did. I walked by for literally 5 years before I walked in. And I think the bar, you know, lifting those weights, seeing those weights on that bar, I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I still struggle with the fundamentals of it, but the coaches are really good about teaching me and making sure I've got correct form and doing it right. Still haven't mastered my pull-up yet. I will one day, you know.
Tirsa has a good program that we could share.
She told me about that the other day.
This is the year.
This
You
is
can do
it.
it.
This
Yep.
is it. We'll see. But I do have my double unders.
That's awesome.
About 15 in a row, so happy about that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. What is the most important thing to you for training at this point?
Honestly, I need to stay. I don't want to injure myself, so I need to stay healthy. I don't want to hurt myself in the gym. I don't want to hurt myself running. And building that bone and building that muscle and staying strong, I truly believe that as we get older, you need to stay active. You need to move. You need to move every single day. I have a lot of friends, and we talked about this, who are coming down with illnesses. And even though you can't fight genetics, there's a lot of ways that you can prevent yourself from getting sick and having diabetes and, you know, different hormonal issues. Movement and exercise, I've always believed, is the key. And nutrition. Nutrition. You know, people laugh at me the way that I eat because I eat pretty clean and I don't eat any junk food and I don't eat fast food, and they sort of harass me about it, my family, but that's just the way it goes. When I travel, I bring things with me so that I can eat well, and that's just who I have always been, but even more so now.
Yeah, I have a friend that calls it fit shaming.
Oh.
So we definitely get that a lot. But I think these people that give us a little bit of the fit shame I think they look up to us. You know, I think that they see that we're trying hard in that area, and I think that it can push them, because I have people in my life that have been around for years that maybe didn't you know, they gave me a hard time about it, but they're starting to see that they got to change things too, you know. And
I have 5 grandchildren, and I really want to be a role model for them also. And I think it's my children, who are your age, have now realized that all of those things that I've been doing for myself is paying off. They have friends who comment on their mom, and my daughter and I, you know, there's people who are like, oh my gosh, they're like sisters. I'm like, yeah, that's how
cool.
it should be.
Yep.
But yeah, they make fun of my green shakes. They think it's disgusting. It's really not. It's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I love it.
I like it. So, what was I going to say? One thing, I think the example you're setting for your family, I think that's the thing that teaches more than anything. You know, and it helps a lot.
And I want to be around for a long time, you know. There's a lot of things you can't prevent from happening, but you know, genetics is is tough. My whole family has high cholesterol. I fight for my low number every year. I fight for it. And I know what I need to do to keep it low and not be on medication. I think that's really one of my goals too, is I'm not on any medication at all for my age, which is pretty good. So
when did they take you off the medication for the bone loss?
Interesting, quickly, because I had been on that for 10 years, they felt that my body needed a break from that. So I went off of that about 6 months ago. And, I feel great, and I'm going to stay off of it. That was the one thing with the osteoporosis. They wanted me to start going on injections every 6 months, and I was really concerned about how that would make me feel, because, you hear about all the side effects. So I don't have to do that. So at least for 2 more years.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Tirsa and I, this last weekend, we went to the Level 2 seminar for CrossFit, and they teach this in the Level 1 too. I wish I had a little board to write this on, but they teach a little curve, and the curve just kind of goes like that, like a half circle. And on the left side, it's sick. In the middle, it's well. I don't know if you've seen it before.
No.
And then on the right side, it's fitness at the bottom. So our goal in CrossFit is to move that to the fitness side, And we can get people from the sick to the well pretty fast in CrossFit.
Yes.
It just takes some little changes, little things that you do every day, just they add up and make a huge difference. But I'd say that you're more on the fitness side, because you're able to do all the other things.
I feel like
I think that's the goal.
I think that's absolutely the goal. And I really would like to tell people that just be consistent with whatever it is you're doing. If it's a walking regimen, do it every day. Be consistent with whatever you do. Be consistent with your food. And I try to be consistent here at the gym. And I think you'll see the payoffs. It might take a little while, and as we're older, it might take a little longer, but it will come.
Yeah,
it really will come.
Yeah, it pays off, those little things we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, anything else you'd want to add?
No. I want to tell mostly people that are younger, women, start taking your calcium supplements. I don't care if you're 20 years old. Start taking calcium and D3 to protect your bones. I think that is really, really important for young women.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's cool. Well, we're sure proud of you, and thanks for being on our second podcast.
Well, thank you.
It's exciting.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for asking me.
So fun.
That was nice.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
See ya. Bye.